Hi, this is Jeff White with Life and Living Now, and I wanted to make a couple of videos on various movements, exercises that we do that I talk about while we're going in class. But I wanted to kind of share maybe a little bit more on here, and I'll continue with these because I do believe in layering on information and not just kind of doing the whole information load dump on people, because you tend not to be able to absorb it as well. So we kind of go through with layers on these. So if you're watching this and you have some other understanding, some deeper understanding, fantastic. Feel free to email and share, but also kind of know that I'll be adding all those things in later on as well. I think one of the first things we want to look at, typically when we start, I will either start with heels together and feet, spread about, at a V kind of stance. And the idea is you just want to be centered. If you're more comfortable, taking the feet, separating them, and just on your shoulders, that's fine too. All right. The idea is with this particular exercise, this is a centering exercise to get us into the day. So with this, I'm going to put right hand or left hand. There are some schools that I know that said, for males it should be right hand and the left hand on top, and for females it should be left hand down against the body, right hand on top. I have read that, and I've talked to teachers who do say that. Most of the ones that I talk about don't care. My experience has been it doesn't seem to make enough difference to worry about. So if you disagree, then perfectly fine, you do as you wish. It's your practice. But when we stand, one hand, now, the mind goes into lower dantian. This is where we want to put. Remember with Qigong, it's mindfulness, it's your breathing, it's mind, body, breath, and spirit. So what I do is I put right hand over and then my left hand over. My focus is about 2 inches below my navel and about 2 inches towards towards my body in the center of gravity, mass in my body. And I imagine I have a ball of energy that is building here. Now for me personally, I do interlock my thumbs. I have one thumb that's going to go right on this pressure point, and the other one's going to come down along on the inside, the lower point of my palm, which is right in the center of the palm, and I'll stand. Now, I prefer to close my eyes. You do not have to. You can do a soft gaze. But what are you doing with your mind? You're letting it relax. You're letting it feel. You're putting your mind in your heart, so you're feeling and listening to your body. You're feeling and listening to your mind. And so you're listening to you, but you are quieting your mind. You want to hear silence. And actually, the deeper you go with this, it's not silence. You'll hear your original voice. But I want you to just stand. Knees are slightly bent. Nothing is ever locked out. I'm not standing rigid. My knees are always slightly bent. My elbows are going to be slightly bent, even if they're to my side. When you come into this, when you're standing here, then I want deep diaphragmatic breathing. And what I mean is my tailbone's tucked in, my chin is slightly tucked in. I'm imagining I have a piece of twine tied to my head, pulling me to the sky while I'm sinking about 4 feet into the ground, and I'm breathing with the diaphragm, which means I'm using abdominal breathing. Nice, slow control. You should feel and you should be able to see my hands moving out, away from, they expand when my abdomen expands, and they contract when my abdomen contracts. So while you're here then, just scan your body for any tension, relax it. Scan your mind and your thoughts for resistance, which is a type of stress, and relax that as well. Put your mind in your heart, is what we say, and feel. Listen to your mind. Listen to your body. Don't engage. Don't get attached to thoughts. Just let them go. And then we're able to move into the Qigong